Live Pictures now, Capitol Hill. The House Oversight Committee has now announced it will hold a hearing next week, Wednesday, on these Minnesota fraud allegations. 3 witnesses will testify, all of them Minnesota state representatives. A second hearing will take place next month involving Governor Tim Walz. President Trump continuing to attack him today, calling him crooked in a new post on Truth Social. And this just in another post from the president saying, quote, much of the Minnesota fraud, up to 90%, is caused by people that came into the country illegally from Somalia. Congresswoman Omar, an ungrateful loser who only complains and never contributes, is one of the many scammers. Lowlifes like this can only be a liability to our country's greatness. Send them back from where they came, Somalia, perhaps, and worst, and most corrupt country on earth. This morning, the governor, Tim Walz, firing back in his own post on X, saying, quote, while Minnesota has been combating fraud, the president has been letting fraudsters out of jail, adding that Trump is using this issue as an excuse to hurt working Minnesotans. Well, there's a lot of back and forth right now. Republican Minnesota State Representative Dave Baker is with us. I mean, it's getting uglier and uglier, but I don't want the allegations of fraud to get lost in the mix of some of this political rhetoric. You know, Joe Thompson, the assistant U.S. attorney for Minnesota, says it's possible half or more of the $18 billion billed to 14 programs under the state's Department of Human Services since 2018 is fraudulent. I mean, sit on that for a second. How do you wrap your mind around that accusation?
Marni, thanks for having me. This fraud avalanche in Minnesota is so overwhelming all of us right now that are sitting in as elected officials here in Minnesota. What started with daycare centers a couple years ago with the Feeding Our Future on top of that, now we've got autism. This is an avalanche that just won't stop coming to us. At a time when we should be celebrating the World Junior Hockey Tournaments in Minnesota, we have the national spotlight right now on fraud at a level that no one has ever seen before. And this is all about leadership, in my opinion, Marni. And this is where, again, I'm grateful the national attention is here. I'm grateful the feds are stepping in and helping us get this figured out. Because if he's been working on this, if Governor Walz has been working on this for years, I have not seen any evidence that it's doing any good from what he's telling us.
Leadership is an important component of all of this, and so is accountability. Some of these fraud allegations, as I understand, have been circulating in Minnesota for years. At what point did you hear of some of these issues?
Well, we heard about these issues a couple of years ago, especially back in the 23 session when they had the DFL trifecta. They were not having hearings in committees on issues that were red flags. Leadership at that point was not interested in having the Office of Legislative Auditor come forward to us. And that is an important part of how we learn from where are there gaps in the system. Where have we seen outcomes that have not gotten to us that we have worked for since we start writing legislation that wants to help people, but when you don't set up the right guardrails, this is a major issue for us. So we've seen it a couple years ago. In fact, just last year, then in 2025, our House file number 1, when we have a majority in the Minnesota House, our number 1 goal was fraud. And the DFLers in the House did not allow that vote to take place. We tried it on one of the first days in session and the last days in session, and yet they would not have it. I was shocked that Governor Walz didn't call House leadership to say, what are you doing over there after it passed super bipartisanly in the Minnesota Senate?
And if these allegations are true, as the investigation will find, as it looks into all of the accusations being made, what do you believe is the why if there was a blind eye turned?
I think that for some reason, the Democrats are so hypersensitive about trying to call out anybody that's doing something wrong, especially if they're a community of color, especially when they are someone that they've been working hard on trying to get their support over the years. Well, so have I. I've got a district here in western Minnesota that has a number of Somalis. There's a lot of really good Somali people working, and that is an area that they need to focus on. There's a lot of good ones, but when you see problems and issues with any culture, any kind of a business, you go after it hardcore because these are taxpayer dollars, and we are responsible to see they are supposed to be handled properly every single time. I don't care who's doing it. If you're making a mistake and you're causing fraud, we got to jump on it right now.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased News for all Americans.